which I might just be doing with, like... God, I don't know. They put out so freaking much, though. 3,000 per minute? What are we, like, 50? Oh, 50 per second? That's... Never mind. That's not bad. That I can handle just with some pumps. That'll work fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to modify a little bit the way this stuff is arranged. Like you first two we probably don't want. I mean, maybe even more than that, but. I'm gonna connect these all up. This guy here. Okay. Okay. So then here's where I want to well, I guess something more or less like that. I mean, I'm seeing green on all of these guys, so that's really good. Like, where are we at now? Okay, great. So that's actually looking like I have a number of extra casting machines, actually. And as I was excited about beacons, I'm guessing that science is in some way or another stalled yet again. Red, green, blue, yellow, space, and production, which that might be waiting on vulcanite. Here it is. What are you waiting on? Oh, uranium-238 and iron ingots. I did not recall that those were needed. Huh. Well. Interesting. The iron ingots, is that just a delivery issue? I feel like that... I guess I don't have a delivery cannon doing those yet. Okay, come on, autosave. Thank you, really, but come on. Actually, this one I can reuse too, because he is not actually... I am not sending fuel that way. Okay, so I said iron ingots and uranium 238. The garbage uranium. So glasses coming to okay, so then ingots and 238. Ingots and this one's the 238. Okay, so all I need is, well, I need 2 targets for one. How's this looking? Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, that's annoying. Not what I wanted to click. Sometimes I get confused about what button I'm supposed to click to do what. Okay, these look like they copied over the targeting as well, so fantastic. All right, so then I need these things. So I guess how I was talking about having a different station for like plates, I could have a different station that would be for like my other style train. That's potentially a thing. Or I could set an actual, I've done it before where I've had actual like overlapping stops. So that the other train, and if that would have to, how it would have to be anyway, well, no, I guess these can be in more than one network, right? Oh my god, that's a whole, oh, that's a whole weirdness. Okay. Well, I guess that's an LTN lesson, is you kind of need to be pretty consistent with your trains. There's not too much space for custom stuff. It's really meant to run a homogeneous network. Alright, I mean, these ingots are producing at an okay rate here. I am not like, disappointed. So what is this? Fluid ingredient shortage. Okay, great. So, and these actually, got like the last furnaces there are not running either. So, what I could do now... Okay, yeah, file, settings, stream, connect account. Yep. Yeah, it's just, you know... we got to keep things simple. The whole point of LTN is to minimize the amount of clicks required to set up a station. Yeah. Yeah, to the extent that it can, anyway. It's certainly is one of the things that I really did come to love about having LTN is that, like, you know, I have a whole bunch of trains in the depot. Like, they're not that busy. A couple of them are used every once in a while. But I can just set up station after station after station after station, and I don't have to do anything about a train. That's really great. also, you know, not having to like click through all of the and add the schedule. And I know that people have suggested like train groups and stuff for that, and that's fine, but it's still a thing. Oh, it brought a tiny little bit. Oh my gosh. So it probably brought like 5,000. All right, so since I know that I have the sulfuric acid is set to bring the exact, well, near the request amount. It's not exact. Don't think it's exact. Don't act like it's exact. I'm thinking here that like I should say like, okay, I want 35,000, and then I can say when it's 25,000 below is the request threshold. So that way the threshold amount is roughly the amount it's gonna go for. And you tried everything, and now and your UPS is under 40. Right, yeah, it's under, that's exactly, yeah. I mean, it's cute that it showed up with like 5,000, but I would much rather minimize the amount of trips it's gonna make. You can set LTN requests over the wire. So you can have a rocket tell request whatever it wants to send to space without customizing. You can. I mean, I guess a request is just a signal, so you don't have to actually set. You don't have to actually set anything on this specific combinator. It would just have to be a signal on that same circuit. Yeah, cool, makes sense. And he's back! This time he brought 11,000. Woo-woo! But that was to bring it up to the roughly 35, I presume. Okay, so it says it's 1.4K short of the third of that now, so cool. That's much more like what I would like to see. Okay, I was gonna module stuff. Let's use this fancy schmancy mod that I have. Oh, okay, look, I already have it set up for 1 speed and 2 prods. Should we try that out and see what it does to production here? So we're making enriched. Okay, so we're making 24 per second. $26 per second? Is that it? I mean, it was only 2s, but the only thing special about the combinator is the UI. Yeah, right. I realized that. It absolutely, like, equally could just set like a regular old combinator and, you know, go dig up the various signals, like, okay, network ID and so on. This is, you know, this is how it comes out of the box. So yeah, I realized that basically I explained it to myself as I was talking before. Andy, you think you got a solution there? Curious to hear it. Certainly curious. All right, so yeah, that made very little difference in the amount, but presumably it upped the productivity that I'm getting per ore by, well, it says 12%. So even though I only saw like a 1-ish%, I don't know. Even though I only saw a small change. So let me actually try it though with speeds instead. Well, I'm not all speeds, but 2 speeds and 1 prod. Then we are running at about 1.5 speed, only plus 6% productivity, but we're getting 36 per second. Oh, scanned planets. Andy, did you leave a planet scanning? Particularly one with biters? If you scanned a biter planet, that I could definitely see causing that. Yeah, in that case, you could delete that surface. I bet you'll see a change right away. So, alright, now I'm making 4 per second. Now we're talking. And I still have a little bit of extra enriched. And I'm a little bit consuming. I'm not making enough of the molten. Melted? Molten? Molten. Scanning, actively scanning in itself will cause EPS drops, of course. But yeah, if you're opening up biter stuff, that will hurt eventually. Cool. Andy, yeah, I definitely would love to know. Okay, so I'm liking this. I'm seeing the enrich just getting backed up, like rate calculator said. So now I've got a nice fat 5 module slots on these. Can I get a little bit more speed and a bunch of productivity added on? That's what we want now. Oh, hey, look at here's a suggestion from me in the past: 3 speeds and 2 prods. Let's give that a whirl. Alright, so at that... what are they by default? Crafting speed 4 by default, okay. So, up to crafting... 60% increase in speed, 6.4 crafting speed, and productivity is plus 12. So... that's probably making way more. Yeah, now we're pretty far above. So we can go with less speeds on there. I don't know if there's like some kind of... I mean, I guess factory planner would be the thing to calculate the stuff all out without just literally live experimentation. But I like the live experimentation. You know? That way it's an actual experiment. Okay, so now we got a little bit of extra enriched and a little bit of extra molten. So how much is consumed per machine? 1.8. Wow, so that's actually several machines worth. Or for the furnaces. When I say machines, I'm talking about the industrial furnaces or whatever these things are. Whatever these things are called, the doohickeys. Ah, back up to 55, Andy. Nice. Something on your Vulcanite planet that murdered your UPS in combo with the scanned planets. Cool. Well, I'm glad you figured you got some UPS back, regardless of, yeah, what or how. Like, that's great. All right, well, so now we've got ingots going pretty well. I'm pretty happy with what's happening here. The whole thing can change as soon as we bring beacons into it. There is not enough room with the casting machines for beacons. What I might do is I can just delete one of them out of the middle and move the one row, you know, like one row of them, and move it up to the top of here, or something like that, roughly. And that way, yeah, that should work, I think. And then that would get rid of the one inserter in here that's in the way. If it's just one, hopefully. Should be able to get away with one in the middle, and then if I had to, I could put like another ones on the ends, but I'd rather not. Might have to reconfigure the whole thing, and that could be too. You're trimming all the plants? Okay, cool, Andy. From what my rough understanding is that just like empty planet shouldn't affect your UPS. I don't know if it might. At a certain point, it might. I don't know. But it will affect your save file size. It's the, you know, obviously the active stuff, you know, potentially biters being one of them. Oh, Blueprint Sandbox. Sure, that could be. So, I had never heard of Blueprint Sandbox until like a week ago. Where did that come from? Oh, greetings, Scar. You got burned out from Factorio with alien life. But your Factorio was exciting. Gotta go now. Okay, awesome. I'm so glad you stopped in, Scar. I hope I'll see you around again. And have a good day, good night, good evening, wherever you're at. There's a cost to each surface and additional cost to each chunk. Okay, I can understand that. I'm sure it must be like really minuscule though, right? Unless you're talking about having like dozens of planets fully scanned, then obviously that's going to add up. But like for the most part, I think just having an empty chunk, like I'm, presuming like say it's a surface you scanned some planet that you've never been to, there's no machinery, there's no biters, it's just inert. That surely can't be too much of an impact, right? Right? I don't know. I mean, Trim Novice is next. Fully scanned and full of biters. Indeed. It's not insignificant since it increases all chunk queries that everything else does. I mean, does Factorio do an okay job of handling the surfaces separately, or is that a little bit more of a hacked-in function? Actually, I should move his pipes down too. It's more of a hacked-in thing? Okay. Maybe that's something they can fix in the expansion, or not fix really so much, it's not broken, but add. What's going on here? Why are you guys low on iron ore? What? There was iron ore all along the belt there. I saw it. Dirty water? Why is your dirty water not getting taken care of? Oh, it filled it up! Oh, damn! Most things are not split by surface. Yeah. Yeah, that, I guess that would certainly do it. But yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. That maybe that's something they can increase the integration of that feature in the expansion, and have like actually, with down at the more in the engine level, have surfaces be separated, so that they're like truly, you're not having stuff interact across surfaces needlessly. Processing the dirty water gives you a significant chunk of iron? Okay, alright, let me look. I really prefer just spewing things into the atmosphere. It's my preferred method of waste disposal. So wait, what am I even looking for? Dirty water processing or something? See, this is definitely, as a noob. Okay, here we go. So that's making stone and copper. Stone and rare metals and copper. Here it is. Stone and iron. Okay. And it's done in a filtration plant. What's that? I'm kidding. I have some. They're not a significant amount for sure, though. Alright, well. What am I even trying to do here? Alright, just hook that back up to kind of... Actually, hey, you know what, do I have... No, even if I had more, I gotta get them... Gotta get the extra waste stuff out. Okay, filtration plants. That's adding a whole other thing, though. Also, I have to say, I'm liking the look of the amount of space that I have here, that I should be able to more or less just triple what this setup is. Just bang, bang. Alright, where did I park? Here we go. Back home. Let's take a look at what the trains are doing. It brought back all the nests you already killed. Yeah. Sorry, Andy. Load and autosave. I mean, in this case, I wouldn't even consider that like save scumming. That's just, you know, because you're dealing with the mechanics of like the surfaces. All right. Oh, getting a pile of modules again. Okay, filtration plant. Can I please just request those? I've not, even though I haven't haven't set that up yet. No. No, I cannot. Okay, big engine, steel beam, core, and glass. You're not supposed to look inside the trim chunks. That's true. That's true. If you trim them, but then go and explore them again, you've untrimmed them. That's true. Okay, so actually, here, steel beam. Really, tell that to your artillery that went ape shit. All right, put them on. Where did automation cores come in? Where are they? that's small engines. Well, yes, ideally if you confirm extinction before trimming. Yeah. Yes, that is the purpose of the confirm extinction feature, is to allow you to trim planets that you cleared biters off of. Just give up on that hellhole. Here we go. Here's the automation course, finally. Oh, hey, this is not filtration, this is electrolysis, but it's close. And frankly, the materials look like they're kind of close too. And just glass. This glass over here I can snag, I think. Ought to do it. Cores. And then glass. Is there, just make sure there's not any glass already coming down this way. No. Okay. Let's put the chest. Sure, here. Okay, there. Now I can do the request. And, like, it's not super fast, but dang, that's faster than figuring out myself. That hellhole is your primary base, Andy. Saying never you regret it every day. Why do you regret it? I mean, just, what, the biters? I haven't even heard from them in ages. So I'm trying to remember, is it Crastorio or is it there more to it? Oh wait, never mind. Railgun turret. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, look at, and this is the whole military laser artillery turret. Tank. Oh, that's a badass looking tank. Antimatter ammo. Disable your enemies at the molecular level with this advanced ammunition. Oh, yeah. And then those are all just the repeating stuff. Most things would have been quicker and easier if I'd moved the primary to your holmium moon that also has cryovulcanite imersite. Yeah. So all of that doesn't really sway me. And it might be because part of my mind just, you know, just jumps as far ahead as I can imagine, kind of like to the long term, like, what? Yeah, but what about in 100 years? Is that still going to be the case? And all of those other resources, other than the primary one you can core mine, those are all going to be gone. Those are going to disappear. They're not permanent. It's not a It's not an innate feature of that moon. Not, I mean, you know, not an innate part of its existence. But to me, one of the best arguments for moving your main base is to move it to a much smaller moon or planet, because the launch cost savings, and also in the end the space elevator cost savings could be significant. You just have to last until late game. I mean, yeah, I guess there is even, I think I saw somewhere, this is me looking like way ahead in tech. What's the Power Armor Mark III? Schnazzy? Advanced Research Server. Wow. Advanced tech card. It says advanced across the front. That's how you know. All right, anyway, there's like matter. Yeah, matter fusion. Essentially, there's become some way, and this is like part of Crestorio, I think, that you are essentially just matter becomes matter. You're manufacturing at the subatomic level. Yeah, you're paying 7K rocket fuel to get to orbit instead of 50. Right. That's, I mean, if you think about that to me, again, kind of like jumps ahead to long term, like over a long period of time, that amount is just massive. And I mean, since the savings is so much, it's literally, you know, like you would, by moving your base, you would save more than it will cost. More than, it's like an 80% savings. 75-ish. Later on, everything goes to orbit anyway. Okay. Okay, do I have these? No, I don't. Why not? What the shit? Where are these going? Oh, okay, they have been putting in my inventory. They're just, it's just red because there's not one at the moment. All right. It's like, I haven't used these anywhere. The hell? All right, 8 of them's honestly probably enough. Confused the hell out of me, I gotta say. Well, despite all of that reasoning, I'm figuring, at least this time, most likely, I'm sticking with Novice. It's just, you know, the time investment is something to consider. All right, so I get one of these filtration plants. One of these nice flat buildings from Flatlandia. Oh, you know what? I think I did use some of these because I had to make quartz. You can turn heavy oil into coal? It's reverse liquefaction. Oh, you need anion exchange beads. I was like, what? You can get holmanite out of here? Just like that? But not quite just like that. Gonna eat cryonite to make holmanite. Alright, cool, Andy. I'll see you in a bit. Enjoy your break. Alright, anyway, so clearly here I want to produce iron because this is going to be iron production, and I can just feed it right back in. So let's see here. This it's only 2 seconds. 100 dirty water every 2 seconds. What is this? That looks very similar. Moving novice is so much quicker than initially building it. True. I mean, I'm not gonna force either thing, I guess I could say. Let's just look at it that way. I'm not gonna commit to like I will move or I won't move. I'm not gonna force it. I'm just gonna wait and see and figure out what feels worthwhile. At some point, it could very well be like, wow, that's so obviously worth moving that I should do that now. And then, you know, at that point, then we're good. Okay, so this is outputting water. I might just flare that. I could circuit it into this input, though. Not that it matters. If I had to, like... Oh, what's this? Left requester ingot something with leftover cargo. What? Holy shit, it left with a ton of leftover cargo. Okay, you are disabled, sir. What did I do wrong on there? Okay, so something, I must have messed up something with this station, because it's using an average of the container contents. I must have messed that up. Okay, so this is active. Okay, yeah, why is that so low? What the heck? Okay, so that's, I mean, it's usually just divide that by 4. It's not. Why does that say 30K? What? Something is polluting the... Oh, shit. Backfeeding. I mean, not that there's a direction, but in my mind there was. Okay. So... let's see, is there a good way to solve this? So, I need a red circuit on there. That's obvious. And then I need a green across all of them. And then I have green sent back across all of them. So really... we got less UPS cost to avoid the water. You're probably right. Fewer water won't bother anybody, right? Okay, so... okay, hold on. Turn you off, first of all. I don't want it to suddenly think it's empty. And then we're gonna do... I'm just gonna do that. And say each plus 0 each. Okay. That's better. 32K? Does that sound... Yeah, that sounds more like what you guys are supposed to see. You know what? All of that leftover was in the first 2 cars. I'm gonna Just make this stupid thing fix itself. The combinator here, I essentially, so I'm averaging the contents of these containers to know when to pump, like, in a line here from one to the other to keep their levels even. Yeah, so in order to figure that out, I have this combinator, which just divides by 4, so it gets an average of what's across all of them, and so it's basically, you know, it checks if the tanks that the pump is connected to are above the average, then it knows it's okay to pump. Otherwise, it stops so that they are all staying relatively close to the average level of each other. What was happening is this LTN combinator has a minus 100K signal on it, and I didn't realize in my mind that that minus 100K was on the same circuit as this averaging, so it was averaging a number that was 100,000 lower than what it should have been. I chucked this arithmetic combinator in here, just saying take each and add 0, essentially to act as a relay, a one-way gate. Yeah, an isolator kind of. It's not what I would love. I would love to not do that, but thinking about the way this is all circuited right now, I'm not seeing like a clear alternative just because of the need to use, you know, I'm already using both the green circuit for all of them and then red circuits for each individual pair. Yeah, I guess I could just connect. No, wait. No. I can't. There is no... What are you talking about? I just went over that. There is no third wire color. The tanks are already wired to both red and green. Like, it's... I can't connect the reds to each other. That would completely ruin that comparison. And the green, connecting to the green is the problem. The green feeds into the averaging. Okay, so I have these tanks all just set up linearly because this was a design that I basically just was deciding to, like, okay, I'm just going to simplify this into as a low profile thing as I can. So the pumps in between each pair of tanks check the pair of tanks that they're connected to against the average of the fluid contained in all of them. And if those tanks have more than the average, then it knows it's okay to pump more out, and it should pump more out into the next set of tanks. And in that way, like down, you know, kind of like cascading through this chain, they keeps all of the tanks at the same level. Where the LTN stop to the input side of the earth, so it gets the contents. Yes, that is what I did. The LTN stop has a negative 100K signal on it. So all of the calculations that were happening on a number 100,000 smaller than it should have been. And that resulted in a train arriving well before it should have and having leftover pyroflux. Well, yeah, I'm sure you're not wiring them quite like this. I mean, maybe I could just do away with the pumps altogether and just let it hand figure itself out. I could probably do that. You know, that might be a better solution. Get rid of all of the combinators. How about that? Instead of adding one extra, we'll get rid of everything. And just basically let the factorial fluid mechanics do their worst. Yeah, and it's probably also... Yeah, I'm not requesting an amount that should even fill these all the way. There should be extra space. So, also, I don't... These double pumps, I don't know why this station's design had those. I was just being lazy or something. Wait a sec. Oh, okay, I see. That's the... Yeah, that's like the top one. Oh my god, I wish I could make this overlay stay sometimes. Well, there we go. I guess I sort of figured it out, didn't I? I want to go there. And... Thanks, autosave. This is perfect timing. Oh, Andy, you're back to 35 to 40 UPS? That's crappy. Yeah, I don't know what would be going on there. That is not what should be... Oh my god, shut up! You can reach fine! That doesn't seem right. Okay, that looks correct. Okay, pipes. And then I just need to unwire... I'm gonna unwire all of this before I wire anything back up. At what point do circuit wires start impacting your UPS? All right. And I got to switch to the red wire. Yay. Okay, and I'm gonna leave that off while I go and snag... Oh shit, where'd it go? Did I... Okay, well, I didn't have alt mode on apparently. It scared the crap out of me, like I thought Pyroflex was headed somewhere else now. Okay, so you go to there. Sure. Item count. Wires are free, only paying for combinators and other entities hooked up. Okay. I figured that was probably the case. I was just joking. Okay, empty that back out. Okay, no, empty. There we go. Alright, yeah, I just kind of let it force everything to wherever it needs to go, I guess. And then go on back to the depot. And great, that problem is fixed. And I just need to wonder why that hasn't been an issue before. Like, this has a negative 35K. I guess it doesn't matter what signal is on it. That's why, because there's no arithmetic happening. So I just need to find my other stations like that, because they are going to be effed up. Let me see if I can do that real quick here. So rocket fuel, light oil for this one. Yeah, see, I just... Well, no, this one... I did... Never mind. This one's fine. I did delete all the combinators on that one. Pick up here. Huh. That is one I missed, apparently. Keep finding those. What the hell? Gotta go fix that. I mean, our rocket fuels... We got a surplus, but we won't for long if that's the case. If that stays... Oh. I do have to say, in space exploration, it can feel like, I mean, you know, I've been streaming and playing, you know, for it's like 8 hours here. And it really doesn't feel like I've gotten that much done. Hey, wait a sec. What the hell is this station? Oh, there's where the pipe comes in. Man, that was not visible. That should have a pump. And then... Okay, this is exactly the kind of thing I was talking about. So those are right where I want them. I mean, this is not exactly the same, I guess, because it's a loading rather than an unloading station, but it's gonna have the same problems for sure. To rotate the tanks, yes, I could do that. Now that I'm removing the pump from between them. But it doesn't matter. Having 2 pumps is ridiculous overkill anyway. Fluid loading and unloading is already so fast. So I'm just gonna... basically just kind of slap it together. No, what the? I was trying to do. There we go. Oh, Andy, he's back up to 55 UPS. What the heck is going on, Andy? Yeah, you don't know either. All right. Well... Oh my god, these have another wire I didn't even see? Okay. At long last. Provide threshold is 100K. It's the only thing that matters. Great. Probably ran out of copper. Oh, I forgot to, Okay, yeah. That... Okay, so I was checking fluid stations. Next one on the list, immediately the same problem. It just... I guess it just doesn't matter as much on the pickup stations. It's interesting that lets me like hold control to like I'm setting a waypoint, but I actually am not in the train GUI. Yeah, here. Oh, it kind of did work. Oh, it's just because this one, I see. Okay, wow, look at this exact same station design. I mean, that's how it's gonna be, right? That's why they got blueprints. Okay, and move that to there, actually. Come on! Seriously? My dude is in the way? Get out of the way, man. That I have not run into before. Entity update is on. Your entities are hogging the game's time. All right, that one's fixed. Oh no, it's not. I didn't put pipes in. And also, actually, you need a pump here. 'Cause otherwise that just is not gonna get forced into those tanks. And yet again, we have one of these. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Let me go see. Okay, so this is the one I just fixed. This one is fine. These... I guess these short ones don't have any issue at all. I don't need to look at those short little sulfuric acid ones. And no other fluids. Okay. So it's just the petroleum gas. which is not even currently actively used, so... No train for that in the depot? Okay. Might be out on a run? I don't know. Parked at depot. That does not... It's moving. Lie. Alright, so we're back to look at water filtration. So, how much dirty water, it's just these, I guess. How much dirty water are you guys generating? Okay, so they are generating like 100 per second. Okay, so that's just 2 of these. So if I, as I was talking about, if I could potentially like triple this just space-wise. So I would need like 6 filtration plants. Well, I thought train trails were worse than that. Auto-saving. You can speed module the filtration plant too. That's true. Yeah, might as well. I got 60%, so then it's probably like 4 of them that would be needed. Yeah, roughly 4 of them. Cool. Thanks. I am good at overlooking the modules. Okay, so if I put 1 there, I can get 4 in here. Stop with the cannot reach. I'm too used to nav view. Okay, so let's get that. Keep the flare stack for, I mean, it should just be water output, I guess. This will still be needed because it's still going to output stone, it says. It's about as close to the bottom here as I can get it. I almost want to get like the long reach or something on, because like this just, it's so freaking annoying getting the alert that the buzzer or whatever that you can't reach something. Okay, so these can all be powered by that. just build it. And I was thinking I could have just one tank basically as a buffer, but I'm gonna do it. It's the way I would design things. And I'm designing things, so guess what? That's the way they are. Okay, so then I just need to get rid of... Okay, iron ore. So water's easy enough. That's what this guy's for. Iron. How far will you go? Dang. Love the reach from these Crastorio undergrounds. Oh, rip off. Okay, oh, shoot, and I just... Well, I guess that's... Just have to do an intermediate one there. I mean, that doesn't need to be a tunnel, but I like the symmetry of it. So this is gonna make, like, what? Barely any. I don't need anything. I don't need any fancy stack inserters or anything like that. Oh, I need filter inserters. Shit. Saved it. Do I have you? I don't even have filter inserters, do I? They're easy enough to make. Good. And I'll need more on the other side, too. Okay, so these, only getting the iron. You guys get the stone. This shouldn't create stone when it's flaring plain water. Oops, that works. Just pave the ground with the stone. I mean, right? That's... I guess there's actually a module slot here too. That's funny. Can I put a productivity module? Oh, I can't. Yeah, that one flare stack is not enough for much. I don't have any more of those either. Let's see, can I... Where are those things? These things get put in strange places. Electric boiler is faster? I could do that. And I guess, yeah, for pure water, that might be... that would be the way to go. Oh, well, there you go. Now you... Evaporation venting. Is that 100 water in 0.94 seconds? Versus... I mean, this doesn't let me pick, I guess. It seems pretty clearly that this is also 100, though. So I guess it's maybe like twice as fast as the flare stack. Well, I'll put them both on there for the moment.